Good morning. I'm Joyce White, your worship associate this morning. My pronouns are she and they. Kristen Shara, our co-president, has a few words to share.
Good morning. I'm Kristen Shara, co-president, along with Erin Hilgart of the UU Catskills Board of Trustees. My pronouns are she, her. On behalf of the board and the congregation, I am pleased to extend a warm welcome to Reverend Dr. Margret O'Neill, who is here today for her first service as our new minister. This is a pivotal moment for our congregation, and Reverend Margaret's extensive experience in guiding communities through periods of transition is both timely and invaluable. We are eager to work with Reverend Margret and embark on this exciting new chapter in the history of UU Catskills. So, welcome.
Thank you, Kristen. It's so good to be here. I just now learned where we get an order of service in the morning. So it's a lot to learn. Morning has come, Sunday is here, and on behalf of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of the Catskills, I welcome you. I'm the Reverend Margret O'Neill. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a woman in my I'm a white individual in my elder years. My hair is chin length. For visual accessibility, I describe myself. My hair is chin length, light brown with silver highlights, and I'm wearing a black robe with an element stole: earth, water, sky, and fire. It's my honor and privilege to serve this UU congregation of the Catskills, and I'm so very glad to be beginning here, to be with you today as we begin our journey together. You'll hear more from me later, but for now, our worship associate, Joyce White, has all the wonderful things that are happening and the formal welcome and the description. Thank you, Joyce.
We're excited to have attendees both in person as well as virtually on Zoom. If you're a visitor online and would like to be added to our mailing list, you can put your name and email address in the chat box on Zoom. If you're visiting in person this morning, you can stand and introduce yourself if you'd like. Do we have any visitors this morning?
Hi, my name is Gage. I'm new here. I'm friends with Hannah and Kate. Spotlight, as much as I think I made it. Yeah, they got me out of my apartment to bring me down here. I'm happy to pass the credit for that along to them. My pronouns are they, them, but as long as it's friendly, you guys can call me whatever you want. I live out in New Paltz. I am on the autism spectrum, so I don't get out a ton, so it means all the more to me to be here today.
Welcome, everyone. You can visit our website, uucatskills.org, to find contact information, to be added to the mailing list, and to find the latest newsletter. You will also find newsworthy items on upcoming events in our UU community. A reminder that people of all ages, children, young and old, are welcome here at UU Catskills. There's a space across the hall for anyone who would like to hear the service while being able to freely move about. After the service, please stay for an in-person or virtual coffee break. Please take a moment and turn off your electronic devices. Give yourself permission to be fully present here now. We have an announcement this morning from Mark Howenstein.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Mark Howenstein. My pronouns are he, him. And I wanted to just remind everyone once again that Matsiko is the World Orphan Children's Choir, is going to be here in the sanctuary on Tuesday night. They will be performing here from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, and we will have a potluck from 5 to 6. You can sign up on that board over there if you want to bring something for them. This year, it's made up of 30 children from Liberia, the chorus, and I will guarantee that you will walk out of here with lots of joy, lots of exuberance, and hopefully seeing the world, at least momentarily, in a much better space. So please come if you can. All are welcome. Yeah, oh, and that's Tuesday the 6th.
Each Sunday, the Social Action Committee shares notice of an event, opportunity, or idea that provides an easy way to support our social justice work beyond our four walls and inspire questions and discussions to explore during our social hour and beyond. Today, we will hear from Kathy Kasner.
Hi, I'm Kathy. My pronouns are she, her. I'm the coordinator for the Climate Action Team. Many of you wrote postcards 2 weeks ago. I still have some. Today's the last opportunity to help be part of the transition away from fossil fuels. This is writing about getting a major contributor, Citibank, who funds fossil fuels. So all of you are probably doing that, helping subsidize that without even realizing if you have a credit card from a major bank. So see me after service at a table to do some writing. Thank you.
Unitarian Universalism is a religious, liberal faith that carries no creed and welcomes all seekers. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. We are guided by the values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, centered always in the power of love. We draw on many sources of wisdom and inspiration as we seek to understand the world, the universe, and the divine. Our principles are important to us at UU Catskills, and we live our values on a daily basis. We affirm that Black lives matter. We are a welcoming and affirming congregation for the LGBTQ community. We are a congregational affiliate of the Ulster Immigrant Defense Network, and we are an active voice in the effort to address climate change. Our sanctuary is built on the tribal land of the Lenni Lenape people, currently known as Kingston. Our prelude this morning is Circle Game by Joni Mitchell, played by Catherine Cattabiani. Do we have any children that would like to help light the chalice? Please join me in saying the chalice lighting words which may be found in your order of service. We light this chalice in grateful, loving community. Even in the darkest of times, may its flame light past to courage, justice, and hope. And now our unison affirmation. May we be reminded here of our highest aspirations and inspired to bring our gifts of love to all living beings. May we know once again that we are not isolated, but connected in wonder and joy to mystery and miracle in the universe, in this community, and in each other.
Thank you, Joyce. I open our sacred time together with words written by Reverend Lynn Cox, invitation to join the journey. Come, you accidental pilgrims, you who find yourself on a journey of surprise and wonder. Come, you who emerge into this place as an act of liberation. Come, you who seek a life of mindfulness and a place to test your thoughts. Come, you who bring hearts of all kinds, heavy hearts, rusty hearts, hearts broken open in revelation, hearts full of love to share. Come, you who seek courage, and you who have more courage than you realize. Come, you who stand behind the curtain, gathering up the resources to claim your truth. Come, you who have been in a bubble, you who are poised for transformation. We begin our story again, gathering courage, love, mindfulness, and a sense of purpose. We gather as people of all ages, of different abilities, of different backgrounds, and different perspectives. We share a covenant, a direction for our shared journey, and a commitment to encourage and challenge one another to spiritual growth. This path will ask much from us. Let us move forward with love. Let us move forward with appreciation for one another. Let us move forward knowing we are not alone. Come, as together we give shape to our highest values and deepest commitments, as we shape worship in its most ancient meaning. Come, let us shape. Let us worship together. I invite you to rise and embody your spirit and join in singing our opening hymn. It's number 155 in your hymnal, Circle Round for Freedom. And you might mark the page because we're going to be singing it a few times. Please be seated. I don't usually get up and wander around, but it seemed like a good thing to do for today. For the children of our children, let us keep the circle whole. Today we're considering all sorts of circles, including the circles of our lives, circles of love and belonging. Our world is simply filled with circles. They're circles we wear, a ring, a necklace, a belt. There are circles that help us move, like the wheels on a car, a wheelchair, a scooter, a motorcycle, a bicycle, a wagon. Our UU chalice is a circle, a cup that holds us in its embrace. What circle shapes can we make with our bodies? We can make a circle of our arms, like a hug, right? And we embrace somebody else into that circle. We can draw circles with our arms, or with our legs, if we're flexible enough and have good enough balance. We can move our heads in a circle, and our arms, our hands, our fingers. We can move our fingers in a circle. We can pretend we have a hula hoop and make a circle. I can't get this one, well, sort of almost doesn't fit. But we can you do the hula hoop, Jake? We can make a circle with our whole body. So hold it, and can you spin it? There, you got it. Okay. Well done. You want to do it again? All right. All right. Thank you. So the hula hoop is a circle. Nature is full of circles. The trunk of a tree makes a circle. And flowers, like a sunflower or a daisy, you can stay here, or you can, so I'm going to be doing something in a while where you can stay up here, and you can stay here and hold the circle if you want. Good. I'm good with that. A daisy or a sunflower makes a circle. The cycle of the seasons is a circle, carrying us from the new growth of spring through the abundant warmth of summer, the colorful splendor of fall, and the serene, chill beauty of winter. And it is the frozen darkness of winter that allows the rising of new life in the spring, the cycles and the circles of time. The universe is made of circles. The earth is a sphere, which of course is a three-dimensional circle, right? It spins on its axis, creating the circular cycles of day and night. Planets and comets circle around their suns. Moons circle around their planets. Galaxies spin in gigantic circles through space with gravity holding the center. Circles are the shape of motion. And since we live on a planet that revolves in circles around our star, our lives take the shape of circles. We're born when the Earth is at a certain point in its circle around the sun. We ride around on the Earth as we live our lives, and when we reach that spot in the circle again, we're another year older. What do we call that day? Our birthday. Our birthday completes each cycle of the circle. Our birth and each birthday, that are the points that begin and mark the turns around our personal life circles, make that how the circle works. A circle has no real beginning or end, but there are places to which we return, and each time we complete a cycle. We sang Circle Round for Freedom a few minutes ago, and now we'll sing it again, this time with movement. So as we sing, I invite you to think about all the circles in the universe, and let's make circles with our bodies. Some of you can join with me to dance a circle in the center, or make another smaller dancing circle with the people near you, or stay where you are and just make some circles with your head or your arms or your fingers. So let's sing and let's make circles. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Let's circle. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Let's do it again. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Oh, you are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Good job, as they say. We'll do it again. Oh, there he is. So coming here to the Mid-Hudson Valley is another phase of my own life circle. Many people this morning have already said, where are you from? That's one of our questions, right? So as I've been getting settled into my new home in Hyde Park, which is now where I'm from, it occurred to me that I had come full circle, back very close to where I was born and where I spent my first 17 birthdays. That was in Westchester County, about 70 miles south of here, a little way east of the Hudson River, and I grew up in North White Plains and Valhalla. How many of you know where Valhalla is? So Valhalla is at the bottom of the Kensico Reservoir, and one of its, and there's a dam there at the bottom of the reservoir, so one of its mottos was, the best place to live by a dam site. My big life circle has taken me from there to live for a while, so let's say Valhalla's here. To live for a while in Toronto, Canada, where I moved with my parents and brother, because my father got a job there after I graduated from high school, and then to Michigan for college, with a year volunteering in Honduras, Central America, then back to Michigan for more college, to work in Missouri, back to Michigan, back to Missouri, settling in St. Louis, where I settled in 1984. And I lived and worked there, and then 16 years ago, I began my new career in transitional ministry, which took me to Golden, Colorado, Sarasota, Florida, then to Buffalo, and then to Schenectady, New York. I call that my I-90 move. Out west for 2 years to Phoenix, Arizona, and then back east to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, very near Philadelphia. And now I circled right back here to the Empire State and my Hyde Park home, which is much closer to the Hudson River this time. I can walk there. Living in Hyde Park and working in Kingston. Oh, I'm getting a little teary. Living in Hyde Park and working in Kingston feels like completing a cycle. Coming back home. Coming back so close to where I began my life circle. So I invite you to think about your own life circles. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to get up and dance again. So we'll sing Circle Round for Freedom again. And as you sing, you may choose to dance or circle or move in whatever way works for you as you think about the journey of your life circle. However long your life has been, you've had a journey up to where you are now and wherever it has taken you. So who would like to circle with me as we sing? Around for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of those imprisoned, circle for relief, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children, keep the circle whole. Circle round freedom, circle round for peace, for all of those imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children, keep the circle whole. There's something about that just, it feels like a prayer. One of the principles, am I on? Yeah, okay. One of the principles of our Unitarian Universalist faith is a practice called widening the circle, which means expanding our love and acceptance to everyone we welcome into our circles of belonging. As a congregation, we create with our bodies, our minds and spirits, we create a circle with our love and commitment. And just like the circles of the universe are held by gravity, our circle of Unitarian Universalist belonging is held in place with love at the center. It was when I became an interim minister at our congregation in Schenectady that I learned the little poem by Edwin Markham, the one that Ms. Jane quoted as the theme for our children's religious exploration today. The words of the poem are, "He drew a circle that shut me out, heretic, rebel, a thing to flout, but love and I had the wit to win. We drew a circle and took him in." Who's been to the red carpeted sanctuary in Schenectady? Have any of you been there? It's not all that far away, folks. Their building, if you ever see their building was inspired by that poem. The architect used that poem to reflect the values of Unitarian Universalism. There are circles in the walls. The concrete was molded with circles, so all the walls have circles. Their sanctuary is a circle that's like a bowl with benches around and a circular yin-yang symbol hidden in the center. So when I preached there, that was where I learned to preach like this. And I noticed myself doing it after I'd left because I'd gotten so used to preaching like a lighthouse. Right? We're a religion that draws our circles wide to accept all ways of being human and to take in everyone who wants to live into our values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, with love at the center of our circle of belonging. It's a sad truth about the world that sometimes people are locked up in a place where they cannot live freely, where they're not accepted in the spirit of love, and that is like being held captive in a prison of the spirit. As we invite everyone into our circle of belonging, we release them from that prison of isolation, freeing them to be who they are, for who they most truly are in the world. For all of us imprisoned, we circle for release. I invite you to think now about all the ways you are part of creating that inclusive circle of love and belonging. How do you do it with your friends at school or at work? How do you do it with the people in your neighborhood, with the people you meet on the street, the cashier in the grocery store, anywhere you go? For all of us imprisoned, we circle for release in the spirit of love. And so I invite you to make any circles you wish as we sing just one more time, Circle Round for Freedom. You're all learning the words now, so this is good. We can use this a lot. So one more time for the release of everyone in the spirit of love. Circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole, circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. All right, now we'll all figure out how to get back to where we were. Circle for the planet, circle for each soul. The circles of love we make are for sharing. They're not something we keep to ourselves. Our circles are a precious gift we bring to the world. The gift of our Unitarian Universalist faith, of the inclusive love that keeps our circle whole for all of us now and for all the generations to come. And so we come full circle. We circle through the experiences of our lives, returning again and again to the place where we began. And even though it seems like the same point in the circle, it is different because we have changed. As we've traveled our life circles, we've gotten bigger or smaller, or smarter or older, or wiser or different in some way. We've learned new things about ourselves. Even as our presence changes the world around us, we are changed as we move through the world. And now it is time in our circle for the children or anyone who's feeling like a child today to go with Miss Jane to class to continue exploring our theme of circles as we continue our own exploration here in the sanctuary. And so let us sing the children to their classes as Catherine leads us. In this friendly place, love gives light to every face. Let love like this hope to shine. Light your hearts till you return.
We take this time to reflect on our joys and concerns and acknowledge the mutual support of our community. We ask that if you have a personal joy or concern, that you share it with us as I take the microphone around. Please share your pronouns if you feel safe and comfortable doing so. Reverend Margret will place a stone in the bowl of water as a symbol of our community caring for your joy or concern.
Hi, my name is Christy. My pronouns are she, her. We had a joyful family wedding yesterday. My niece Danielle got married to Doug, and it was really great. And it's just wonderful to see how happy everybody is. It's just great.
Hi, my name is Abby Mitchell, and on Friday, a friend took me over to Ferncliff to visit Rosalie Rossi, who has had 2 strokes, and I visited her 4 times before, and during which she could not really speak and could move very little. And yesterday, it was a joy to see how well she communicated and how well she spoke, and I'm very grateful for that.
Hi, I'm Regina. Just wish that you could keep your thoughts and prayers for all the people who have dementia, because my sister used to be a quite brilliant individual, and I can't even hold a conversation with her now. And she sort of has the stock phrases, and it's sad to see her. So.
I'm Christine, and I'm sad to say I had to put my 18-year-old cat Bella to sleep on Wednesday. She had had health issues, but she took a sudden turn for the worse. She was a sweet, attentive kitty, and I hope her sweet soul goes to kitty heaven.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Chandler, and I just wanted you to know 2 weeks ago, this past Friday, my sweetie of 3 years was taken by ambulance to the hospital. We were all dressed, ready to go out to dinner, and he was having some symptoms of heart problems. And so he was taken to Kingston Hospital, then transferred to Vassar's Heart Center, where last Friday he had double coronary bypass open heart surgery. And I just want to say that I stayed with him for a week. We had to wait a week. He was not considered an emergency, so I stayed with him day and night in the hospital. And I'm in such awe of people who take care of people. Early in my life, I couldn't decide whether to be a teacher or a nurse, and I picked the right one, teacher, because it's unbelievable what nurses do. But I also just wanted to say that when I walked in his in intensive care on Friday, right after surgery, and I took a picture because he was hooked up to 10 machines, life support, and I just broke into tears because some of you know that the last time I saw someone I loved like that, he died. And so it was just a really scary experience, and the nurses and doctors were just so wonderful with me because it just brought immediate flashbacks of Dave. And then he's been home, he came home on Tuesday, so he's been home since Tuesday, and I just can't believe what it takes to be a good caregiver. This is like my first time out, and I am just so glad to be here among you people. I feel the warmth. I do. Thank you. He'll be fine.
Unitarian Universalists don't usually believe in miracles, but we had one. Friday, after feeding our 19-year-old cat, we shut the door and we went to the Ulster Fair, and we came back about 2 hours later, and our Toshi was gone, nowhere to be found. We opened closets and drawers and everything conceivable, absolutely nothing. And I went to bed that night with great sorrow. She had been a wonderful pet for us. She had traveled up from Miami all the way here and adjusted. She had never been out except once when she was terribly little, and then the next morning she was at the kitchen door, "Please let me in," and we let her in. So after the fair, we came back, and I shut the door, and suddenly across the living room from the music room came this charging beast. And my breath was taken away, and I said, "Oh, you've been here all the time?" And she looked at me and she went over to the food bowl that I had fixed in case she showed up outside, but she never did, and she never left us. And that was our miracle, and we still don't believe it.
Hi, I'm Annie, and my friend Nettie Jeanette Bourgeois Gargiulo, who's my friend for about 75 years and the most courageous person I have ever met, didn't make it from recovering from surgery this week, so I'm gonna miss her.
Hi, my name's Debbie. My pronouns are she and her. And I would like to drop a stone in there for my mom, who's in a nursing home and has dementia and is going downhill really rapidly. I pray that she'll have some peace. And a stone of gratitude for my 2 sisters who are in this journey, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Robin. We talk about circles. I wanted to share a joy. Just 38 years ago, I got together with Sandy here, my wife. We fell in love. And we have 2 grown children who are now in relationships. And watching them be cared for and care for someone else and just being in love for their first time has just been just such a joy. That's all.
Hi, I'm Mary Jo Brightly. I haven't been here in a long time because I don't drive anymore. And nobody apparently near where I live comes here. So if anybody, I would love to come here sometime and not have to take a cab by myself, you know. So if anybody lives near the village of Saugerties, across the Medina, that's where I live, you know, and I would love to have a ride sometime. But I'm really happy to be here. I'm glad my daughter's here too.
Hello, my name is Karen Brightly. I'm Mary Jo's daughter. My pronouns are she, her. My joy is that my mom is here and I'm able to see her regularly, which is amazing. And I would ask for everyone's prayers because I'm going through my second bout of cancer and it's going well, but I'm really praying that the chemo's working and everything goes fine. It's a drag, but you know, life is like that sometimes. Thank you.
So at Woodland Pond, a retirement community where I live, we're celebrating the Olympics, and I entered myself in the ping pong tournament, and I came away with the bronze medal. But so it doesn't sound so trivial, it really is a stone of joy because I really enjoyed playing ping pong, and meeting some other people that way has been a lot of fun.
Our friend this week, Barbara Slater, passed away. She was Mary's longtime friend and mentor for over 50 years and has left a hole in our lives.
I place one more stone for all the joys and sorrows in our lives that remain unspoken, that are in our hearts, our minds, our spirits. I offer words for our reflection, the vision of Hehokasopa, a wise elder of the Olala Lakota tribe known as Black Elk. These words are called the sacred hoop. Then I was standing on the highest mountain of them all, and round beneath me was the whole hoop of the world. And while I stood there, I saw more than I can tell, and I understood more than I saw. For I was seeing in the sacred manner the shape of all things of the Spirit, and the shapes as they must live together, like one being. And I saw that the sacred hoop of my people was one of many hoops that make one circle, wide as daylight and starlight. And in the center grew one mighty flowering tree to shelter all the children of one mother and one father. And I saw that it was holy. In the presence of our words, spoken and unspoken, let us hold a brief time of silence to hear the small, still voice within each of us. May the prayers of our heart lift up and be heard. Amen.
It is now time for our offering. You can give in several ways. Drop something in the basket when it is passed, use the QR code in your order of service, or give by going to uucatskills.org. We contribute to worthy organizations with our half-plate donation. This money will be shared among 8 charitable groups. Please give generously. Our offertory this morning is Circle of Life by Elton John and Tim Rice, played by Catherine Cattabiani.
We accept these gifts in a spirit of gratitude for all this generosity that serves the world. Thank you. In his vision, the wise Lakota elder saw that the sacred hoop of his people was connected within the many hoops that make one circle, wide as daylight and starlight, and he saw that it was holy. Our human lives are themselves circles embedded in a universe of circles, many hoops that make one circle, and the circle is holy. We create a holy space in our Unitarian Universalist congregations as we join our bodies, our minds, and hearts in a circle that is held by the gravitational power of love. We draw a circle open and unbroken that is welcoming and inclusive, living the hope of Edwin Markham's poem to meet harsh words and actions with love, drawing a circle that takes the other in. For me, coming to serve this congregation at this time in my life is an act of faith, coming full circle to this part of the world where the circle of my life began. I understand the universal pattern of life as a circle that extends back to the birth of the universe, when an infinitesimal point of nothing went bang about 14 billion years ago, plus or minus 200 million years, and exploded out into a circle of energy that continues to expand into apparent infinity, but that's another sermon. That universal circle of all existence has been expanding for longer than we can imagine, at a rate faster than we can imagine, and we are a part of it all. As Carl Sagan famously said, we are made of the same elements that comprise the stars. We are creatures of star stuff. And all that we are rests in the larger reality of an infinitely expanding universe. The future of our world depends on our circles of connection, on our commitment, on the transformation we bring to each of our life circles and the circles that we create in community, all our circles centered in the power of love. Nature-centered poet Wendell Berry describes these as the circles of our lives, and this is his poem. Within the circles of our lives, we dance the circles of the years, the circles of the seasons within the circles of the years, the cycles of the moon within the circles of the seasons, the circles of our reasons within the cycles of the moon. Again, again, we come and go, changing. Hands join, unjoin in love and fear, grief and joy. The circles turn, each giving into each, into all. Only music keeps us here, each by all the others held. In the hold of hands and eyes, we turn in pairs that joining each to all again. And then we turn aside, alone, out of the sunlight gone, into the darker circles of return. And so we circle around for freedom, we circle for peace, we circle in love for the release of those imprisoned by hatred and fear, and for the children of our children. Together we keep the circle whole. So may it be. Please join in now and rise in body or spirit to join our closing hymn, number 323 in your hymnal, Break Not the Circle. I've got a question. Do you usually keep standing for the closing words, or do you sit down?
Sit down.
Go ahead and sit down. You will often hear me say, when you've seen one Unitarian Universalist congregation, you've seen one Unitarian Universalist congregation. I realized I didn't know. Within the circles of our lives, we dance. The circles of the years, the circles of the seasons, the circles of the moon, the cycles of our reasons within the cycles of the moon. May the circles of our lives and the circle of this beloved community be circles for freedom, for love, for peace. May the power of our Unitarian Universalist faith offer hope and freedom to all those imprisoned by hatred and fear. For the children of our children together, may we keep the circle whole. So may it be, amen, and blessed be. Please join in the words for extinguishing the flame. They are printed in your order of service. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. You I receive, to you I give, together we share, and on this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. So I often at the end of a service say thank you. I call it my gratitudes, and I am so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to Joyce and Catherine for their careful coaching, to Jane for her steadfast support, to the ushers and the greeters and everybody who set things up, and to the folks that are providing the abundant coffee hour, and I don't know if I'm missing anybody. Oh, the tech crew. Hello, hello. And so thank you all so much. It is a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to be part of this wonderful community. We're lucky. Blessed be.